Speaking before us. It looks like since there are a number of people that are wishing to speak on one of the items, specifically the Chancellor's contract, we are going to, first of all, limit the discussion of that item to 20 minutes. And everybody will still have their 2 minutes to speak, but we're going to strictly abide by the time limit of that 2 minutes. So the first person that I'd like to call is Walter Floser.
All right, thank you. When the Chancellor received his first major administrative position as president of IDC, the district was in the red and placed on the state's financial watch list. Through his leadership, the district is now the state's poster child for fiscal soundness. With the extra money saved, he has been able to fund new buildings, new instructional equipment, hire new full-time faculty, all of which directly benefit students. IDC has just received its full 6-year accreditation, and the faculty contract is finalized. I believe there is no need to change. And signed, Walter Floser.
During Dr. Mathur's tenure as Chancellor of the South Orange County Community College District, things have never been better at IDC. The campus feels as though we are no longer considered the ugly stepsister of the district compared to our sister college, Saddleback. We are treated much more as equals rather than the other campus that happens to be far, far away from all the activity that happens here.
My name is Howard Dachslager, and I'm with IDC. I've been there for 26 years. I'm here to speak on behalf of Raghu Mathur and renewing his contract. He has been, in my opinion, a superb chancellor. I know there's been a lot of objections to him, but the question really should be raised, are those objections really realistic, or are they a smokescreen for something else? Let's go back when Sampson was chancellor and Raghu Mathur was not chancellor. We had nothing but fights and agitation on our campus. Many of the people who today oppose Raghu Mathur, the same people who went disingenuously to the accreditation committee and tried to destroy the institution. In my words, destroy the institutions.
In my opinion, his leadership qualities are superior. He's patient, he sees the big picture, he puts the needs of our students first, he's firm but he's fair. I'm going to suggest to the board, if I may, that in weighing all of the allegations against Chancellor Mathur at this time, I would really like you to base your decision on whether or not the allegations are based upon conjecture or whether they're based upon actual, substantive, factual evidence. In my opinion, the attacks against him are based on conjecture.
I'm here to support Dr. Mathur, and I hope you'll, rather than repeating all these fine remarks that have been said, I'll just state that I do like to see, as a member of the public and a taxpayer, the administration, both Dr. Mathur and yourself, that are keeping something in the black in government, because we're all hearing so much about Sacramento unable to do the same. And I think Dr. Mathur's done a great job. It's good to see a good conservative in office doing a great job.
All right, thank you for these moments to speak to you guys. The thing that's missing from all this is the student perspective, and I believe everyone is here for the students. And as president of the student government at ASIDC, my experiences with the Chancellor has been one where I find him to be the most helpful person on campus and extends his hand down all the way to IDC to make sure that any project we try and take on, no matter how big, has his full support. The basketball game, which we ran back in March, not only did he give us support from the very first day we had the idea about it, but he showed up at the game and showed his support there, and I think genuinely enjoyed himself as well. I ask you to look also to the renewal he's bringing to both campuses. This building we're standing on here was brought about by Chancellor Mathur, where it would still be on probably the blueprint had he not come into power. And also at IVC, we see the Fine Arts building being constructed and various other new projects on the horizon. Finally, I don't have to ask you that if you think that the campuses are in better shape now, because I know you and I both believe that it is. The campuses are better for it. We've balanced budgets and all of this during a time when the Chancellor has been opposed. I tell you, if he can give this leadership in a time when many people are opposed to him, imagine what he can do with the new contract, when he can make peace for the sake of the students, and therefore make these campuses even better than they are today. Thank you.
What is the value of an effective chancellor? Someone who guides the district through good and bad times, never taking the focus off the goal. Someone who is tirelessly working for the good of the board, the faculty, and the staff, and most importantly, the students. What is the value of Raghu Mathur as chancellor? Priceless. Thank you.
There's a lot of objections to his leadership and a lot of politics that have been very messy around campus, and when I came into this position I realized that. But we have to look at it as anybody in such a position as Dr. Mathur is going to be objected to, because he can't fix everything. He can't meet everybody's needs. To switch positions now, like midstream, could only hurt the students and hurt the taxpayers, because someone can't do it better necessarily, and who do we have to do it better? So that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
When I arrived at IVC, the student records were in many places throughout the campus. My short-term solution was supported by Dr. Mathur with the purchase of a shipping container, enabling us to get the records organized and locked up in one location.
I've been faculty member at Saddleback for 15 years. I strongly urge this board to bring us fresh executive leadership. I have heard speakers repeat that the district is in the black. The district was in the black before Chancellor Mathur got here. I have heard repeated references to our accreditation with commendation. We were reaccredited fully, but none of those commendations, none of those enthusiasms were for the executive leadership. Over 90% of the people surveyed, employees on the campus, faculty, staff, and leadership, over 90% expressed no confidence with the executive leadership. I have heard that there should be constant administration, and we shouldn't change ships in midstream. There has been a horrendous administrative turnover on both campuses. Presidents, vice presidents, deans. I've been here 15 years. I've lost count of the number of presidents and vice presidents I have served under. We do need good leadership. We need someone who will inspire rather than intimidate. We need someone who will promote and protect and reward competence rather than cronies, and who doesn't implement just the vision of people who are powerful, but who has a powerful vision of his own. We need administrators free to work, to look for the long term rather than over their shoulders on a one-year contract or less. We need people who will build a college as a community. Please give us a new executive leadership. Thank you.